Welcome back, guys. It is Spicy Varieties, here bringing you the St. Louis Blue Flares Season 3 of the Npbl Draft Analysis. So, what we're doing here with the Npbl, it's another league that I'm now having going on, is it's a free draft with Z crystals, which basically means no restrictions, but we are going to be drafting a Z crystal instead of drafting a Z captain. So, first one I have picked here is Mew. Now, I was looking at the way that the things had fell down, and the at why did I just do that? I'm not going to do another take because I'm frankly bored with myself. But so here I picked up Mew, aka Moo, the Mew. Very nice nickname. But I was looking here round one, and I wanted something that I hadn't had before and was good, and it basically came down to a base 100 legendary. And I ended up deciding on Mew. Rachi was still there, but I wanted Mew more. So Mew, it's going to be great with all the options it can carry. Knowing me, it's going to be the offensive option, which is typically viewed as sufficiently worse, but I'm here to show that it's going to be dank, because defensive mons are for fools. But the next thing we are going to be picking up here is the Celestia. And I was confused why this thing fell here. Celestia's nickname is going to be... I have no clue. If anyone would like to provide me with a Celestia nickname, please do in the comments. But Celestia, I saw it here, and I'm like, yeah, this is typically a round one thing, and I kind of want it on this team. It gets rid of Mew's bug weakness completely, and it's, again, falling into a similar role. I was kind of thinking about maybe doing this for the whole draft as a defensive mons that can prove themselves to be very nice offensively, and Celestia is one of those things. Super hyped for Celestia. And the next thing I'm going to get is arguably another first rounder, Thunderous Incarnate. Thunderous Incarnate here, nickname is going to be most likely something cliche like Zeus or something lit, if anyone has a better idea. But, so Thunderous side, it's, here I was looking at it, and I just thought Thunderside was a great Pokemon here. I don't want to be missing a fast electric type, as you've seen has happened in the PSCA. So I decided to go with this thing pretty quickly. It doesn't actually contradict Celesteela that much, or at all really, except with it doesn't have any resistances for the flying type. But they have completely separate sets of weaknesses, so this is actually going to be quite well and fine for the team. But now I'm still staying in, well, in my opinion, great tier 1 mons. I know a lot of people would say this thing upcoming is tier 2, but the thing that I'm going to be picking up here is Balls of Chaos, the Hydreigon. I'm considering keeping this name from a previous league, or possibly changing the name from Balls of Chaos, as it's a pretty weird theme name I had going on there. But here we got Hydreigon, which is starting to fill out my Fairy Dragon Steel Core, which is going to be great. Hydreigon has a great move pool. All of these ones I have so far have just amazing move pools to do things. Hydreigon is no different. I have experience with this thing, not so much with the other things before, but Hydreigon's really lit, and I'm excited to have it on the team. And now, finishing off this god-tier Fairy Dragon Steel Core, we have the man, the myth, the legend, 9 lives, the Azumarill, coming back from the PSCA. 9 lives is here to wreck damage, and I saw Azu here, and I knew I had to get it. It's a great fairy. I was looking at Bulu, I believe, and right, thing I need to mention, what my original fairy idea was, this was going to be my Mega Diancie draft. I've always wanted to try a Mega Diancie, and I thought it was lit, so I really wanted to get it, but I waited too long for it, and it got sniped. So then that left me with my fairies as Bulu or Azu. Bulu went, and I decided with Azu, as it's anyways a more fits the role of a fairy, because it will have, physical fairy stab. But as you have seen from the amazingness in the PSCA, the power, Azu, aka the power, aka 9 lives, still might be able to do the nice Z belly drum shenanigans we've got going on previously. Though spoiler alert, it won't end up being able to. I do get a different Z crystal than Normalium. But Azu tier is still going to be great with its belly drumming capabilities. Azu is just so strong, and I'm going to be able to again start my Fire Water Grass core. And the thing that I'm going to be picking up to continue this, also the tier 1 hype train, though a lot of these are pretty bad tier 1s, I will say. I'm not trying to brag here, since a couple things do come up with weaknesses later in the draft. But I am going to be picking up Superior. Now, Superior is very rarely gotten in draft, because it's often placed in tier 1, where it can never be picked. But here I was looking for a grass type, and Superior was just a great pick here. Could have gone with Roserade, but I didn't want to bring too many things back from the PSCA, so I ended up just getting Superior. Superior I actually have a lot of experience with. It's one of the first ones I ever used in competitive, and it's going to be great. So, Superior, I would love to explain all the cool things Superior does. Superior Contrary Leaf Storms. That's what it does. That's the only thing it does. It can have different sets, like Subseed Contrary Leaf Storm, Assault Vest Contrary Leaf Storm, Leftovers Standard LO Contrary Leaf Storm. It does the same thing every week, unfortunately, is what's going to be happening here. But it is giving me some good speed, although my speed tiers aren't amazing right now. And now I'm going to be picking up yet another tier 1, and keep forgetting to give the nicknames. Superior's name is Slip and Slide. Always Superior's name. Superior is great. But, next, another thing where you're gonna start to see why Ice Weakness is bad, but I needed a rocker at this point, so I did go with Hipout. So, Hipout is often seen as just a sand setter a lot. I have seen it some used without sand, but I would like to use this thing without sand. It brings good defenses here. It was mostly here for a rock setter and for a decently hard hitting earthquake at 112 attack. But so here we have I'm gonna be naming this probably gonna be naming this after Raven. Shout out to you for your hippo towel porn fetish. Great meme there. But the next mon I'm getting is I need removal here, and I'm going to again, yeah, the tiers don't matter so much, but like it would seem a little weird the way that I just nosedive here in and get Hitmontop. So I totally needed removal, and like all of it was gone at this point. So I just decided that Hitmontop would be the best possible thing for my team. It does other things, I guess, but it's really just here as it provides a removal, gives a decent fighting type. But yeah, we have a fidget spinner, most likely named the fighting type. But the fighting type, I need to focus. The Hitmontop. Top quality shit here. But the next thing I'm going to get here is something that was changed, that will be changed after the draft, and that is Salazzle. Now, Salazzle is dope. I'm not going to really explain Salazzle here since it will be dropped regardless, but just know that Salazzle is cool. Now, the thing that's going to be replacing it in an aspect, I actually drafted this thing. You'll see what I dropped it for later. But the reason that it had to be gotten rid of the team is regular Beedrill. No, I'm joking. Mega Beedrill here. So I needed a Mega, and it was going to be Mega Beedrill. Coming back, Barry B. Benson. Welcome. I got this second to last round, doing this a bit out of order. But yeah, here I needed something faster and physical because my team was lacking both of those things. I was looking at Mega Glalie here because I needed a bit of an ice resist. But I decided that this thing's still fine. It's amazing. As you've seen, I've had lit experience with this thing in the PSCA. But the next mon here that I'm going to be getting replacing as I finally finish out my fire water grass core is Emboar. So Emboar here I've never actually used, but it's probably going to be named shit or something like that, because that's what you are, Emboar. You're a terrible piece of shit. But, Z crystals here. I had to look at, okay. So, really, I was looking at everything, and I knew what would be best for my team is, as you see here, Darkinium Z. Nope. But the real thing, it's coming in clutch. I haven't seen it allowed in the league before, probably because in Z Crystal Draft, it's allowable, but it's the man, the myth, the legend, Moonium Z coming here, giving you the amazing ability to have offensive, psychic, terrain, powerful psychics, and this is going to be an amazing boost for this team. So as we are going to look at the dock, that is other people's teams, and I can't look at mine because, yeah, that's some mapping spoilers you got there. Ha ha ha. Alright. Yeah, shameless plug. Not shameless plug, but mapping will be coming soon. But finally, as I stop this terror that is whatever I'm doing right now, there's the team. There it is. So, we've got Mew, Celestia, Thunderous-Eye, Hydreigon, Azumarill Superior, Hitmontop, Hippowdon, Salazzle, not for long, Emboar, Mega Beedrill, and Munium Z. So I'm hyped for the Npbl now. This is going to be an amazing season, hopefully. And I'm excited to see how I do with this team that has such good ice resists, you know? You know what I'm talking about? All those good ice resists? Yeah. But goodbye.